as easy as we anticipated.
This price.
Oleg!
Christmas Eve, the busiest day of the year at Los Angeles International Airport. Travelers rushing to reunite with family and friends, while others board flights for a quiet holiday away from the chaos. But for Ethan Kopech, a TSA agent at LAX, today will be anything but ordinary. Ethan Kopech, a young man in his late 20s, working diligently at his TSA post. The hustle of travelers moves around him, yet there's an air of unease in his demeanor. Meet Ethan, a man caught in the routine of airport security, scanning bags, checking IDs, and ensuring that the day goes smoothly. But underneath the monotony, Ethan's life is far from ordinary. He's struggling with the weight of responsibility, living with his pregnant girlfriend Nora, and working long shifts to make ends meet. Things take an unexpected turn when Ethan encounters a man who will change his life forever. A man who doesn't belong in the chaos of the airport. A man who isn't just a traveler. The mysterious traveler, portrayed by Jason Bateman. He stands calmly in the crowd, watching Ethan closely. The stranger is smooth, calculated, and appears ordinary, except he's anything but. He's an international criminal mastermind with ties to terrorism, and today he has a mission that goes far beyond a simple flight. His name? Unknown. His motives? Hidden. But one thing is clear, he has a plan, and Ethan is now an unwilling part of it. The man approaches Ethan at his post, his voice calm but menacing. I know who you are, Ethan. I know what you've done. You have no choice but to listen to me.
You get tense.
Ethan's shocked reaction as the traveler presents a threat that no one in his position could ever expect. A deadly package containing Novichok, a nerve agent capable of devastating destruction if it reaches the wrong hands. The man isn't just threatening Ethan's job, he's threatening the lives of hundreds, if not thousands. And worse, he's threatening Ethan's greatest weakness, Nora, his girlfriend, who's pregnant with their child. He demands that Ethan let the package through airport security, or the consequences will be deadly. Now, Ethan faces an impossible decision. Does he comply and risk the safety of countless lives, or does he stand up to the criminal and risk his own life and that of his loved ones? The man's blackmail is clear. Cooperate or Nora will suffer. In a moment of desperation, Ethan calls Nora, trying to warn her, but the call is cut short. The man's reach is far and wide, and Nora is already in danger. Ethan has no choice but to comply. He disables the security systems, allowing the deadly package through, all the while under the watchful eye of the mysterious traveler. But every step Ethan takes, every decision he makes, is weighed down by the moral cost of what he's doing. Ethan rushing through the airport, nervously glancing over his shoulder. The clock is ticking. The package must be stopped. But how? With time running out, Ethan realizes that he must take matters into his own hands. The authorities are oblivious to the impending threat, and the criminal mastermind watches his every move. Ethan must outsmart him, if only to buy enough time to prevent the disaster from unfolding. As the tension mounts, Ethan begins to piece together a shocking revelation. The package isn't just a weapon of mass destruction, it's a diversion. The real plan is far more complex, and the man he thought he was helping is the true mastermind of a much bigger operation. Ethan piecing together clues, looking over surveillance footage. He realizes that the traveler is not working alone. All along, Ethan's been manipulated. The true target is not just the airport. It's a coordinated terrorist plot that spans far beyond LAX. The traveler is a mere pawn in a much larger game, and Ethan is caught in the crossfire. Now, with everything on the line, Ethan must take matters into his own hands. He can no longer trust anyone, not even the authorities. Using the skills he's honed through years of working at TSA, Ethan stages a desperate plan to turn the tables on the mastermind. sneaking through restricted areas, outsmarting airport security, and coming face to face with the criminal mastermind. Out of options, Ethan decides to confront the traveler. He must expose the truth, stop the nerve agent, and save Nora. But to do so, he must outwit a man who's always been one step ahead. In a dramatic face-off, Ethan and the traveler clash. The airport becomes a maze of confusion and danger as both men race against time, but this time Ethan isn't the pawn. He's the one pulling the strings. The fight is brutal, but Ethan's resolve is stronger. He manages to subdue the traveler, saving the airport and stopping the nerve agent from being deployed. With the authorities finally alerted, the airport is evacuated and the threat is neutralized. Ethan's actions prevent a catastrophe, but the toll of what he's been through is undeniable. He's saved hundreds of lives, but at what cost? Ethan reunited with Nora, embracing her as the tension finally begins to dissipate. The world may never know the full extent of Ethan's heroism, but for him, the only thing that matters is that he's kept his promise to protect his loved ones. As Christmas dawns, Ethan and Nora share a quiet moment. The world around them is still, the danger past. But as Ethan watches the airport's hustle and bustle from a distance, he knows one thing for sure. He'll never look at another passenger the same way again. Memorable quote from the film people like, "You always think you have a choice, but in the end there's only one way out." The world may never know the full extent of Ethan's heroism, but for him, the only thing that matters is that he's kept his promise to protect his loved ones. As Christmas dawns, Ethan and Nora share a quiet moment. The world around them is still, the danger past. But as Ethan watches the airport's hustle and bustle from a distance, he knows one thing for sure. He'll never look at another passenger the same way again. Memorable quote from the film people like, "You always think you have a choice, but in the end there's only one way out."
Taxiing to the runway. Is this your guy?
Tell him it's a mechanical issue. You can't grab. You just tried to.
Detective, we have 6...
Global 610, you are not yet.
It's on it. Tell your boyfriend.
Anyone coming, he will set it.
You expect me to risk a bomb mid-flight?
We have 610 holding.
It's the only.
LA Tower, what's the reason?
Trend Global 610.
Detective,
No thanks,
My bomb. Well, let me guess. You lied for sad old...
Liar.
Yeah, that's right. And asleep.